Hello, thanks for joining me for another little live review. I want to do these reviews kind of like live. I've got quite a few beers over the next few days that I'll probably be doing live. I've got a bit of time to myself till I head up to London on Tuesday and on New Year's Eve. Hope everyone had a great Christmas and all that kind of jazz. So yeah, late night reviews. I might do one or two tomorrow, one or two Monday, that kind of thing. It's my second one this evening. So without further ado, I've just done the Treehouse Imperial Stout Space and Time. So go and check that out after this one. So we've got a beer from the UK this time, and it's from Northern Monk and Wylam. And it's Dancing in the Mooblight, which is pretty damn amusing name. This is the third beer in. Look at that. There we go. Play on words with the Dancing in the Moonlight, the song from Jamiroquai. Anyway, this is the third in the series. I actually didn't have the first beer in this series, which was Moobed. I actually had the Moobing on up in 2018. I had it on draft and I picked up a cheap can. I've done a review of that last year, so there's no links or anything down below at the moment, or thumbnails, but I will actually get to the point where I do thumbnails for these and put all the information down below. I just want to do a few reviews, so hopefully by the time you've seen the rerun of this, there'll be information down below, he says. So this is Dancing in the Mooblight. It's a double dry hopped double IPA, then coming in 8.2% ABV. Just checking my facts here. I think it's 20 IBUs, this beer. So very low IBUs on this one. And yeah. It actually says last year we brewed the follow-up, which was Moving On Up from Moobed. Just trying to see what hop varieties are in this beer. Doesn't really tell me. Ingredients: malted barley, wheat, oats, dextrose, hops, and yeast. Obviously, Northern Monk, they're out at the old flax store, Marshall's Mill in Leeds. northernmonk.com is the website, and obviously Wylam, they're out in Newcastle in the northeast of England. And why can't I find what hop varieties are in this beer? Oh, here we go. It's actually on Untapped, it's not on the can. It's brewed with Vic Secret, Enigma, Citra, Ella, and Topaz at a rate of 35 GL. Oh, GL. There you go. Right. So it's a 440ml can, just before the 11th of March of 2020, reviewing this at the back end of the 28th of December of 2019. So yeah, show you that artwork again. I'll get the camera into play. Interesting. And of course, just like the last beer, there's shit on top of the can. That's the trouble with live stuff. You forget to do all this sort of stuff that I kind of prep before actually doing a recorded review. And there you go. It's kind of a behind-the-scenes review as well. Awful. There we go. I'll keep that there in case I do another one. I probably won't actually, but I might do a recorded one. So let's crack on with it. There's no one watching, so hopefully a few people will watch the rerun. So we're using a Cloudwater Craftmaster glass. Don't let Peter anywhere near it. There we go. So this is the third in this Moobed series. We'll leave it like that, I reckon, just for a minute. Still a bit left in the can. So what we got? We got a it's actually quite a dark orange sort of colour. It's just below one finger of white head. Top of a very kind of dark orangey sort of very hazy, of course. There's a little bit of less haze at the bottom of the glass, but yeah, into the light, yeah, it's very dark. It's almost like a an orange kind of pulp with the kind of the bits that's got that sort of look to the beer. Let's get an aroma then on this one. And it's definitely, you're almost getting that kind of orange rind to the beer. A little bit kind of piffy, dry, orange peel almost with that. I'm getting some kind of almost like slight bready notes as well from maybe the malts and stuff. I don't know what other details of this beer there is. Actually says the hops on the can, so apologies for 20 IBUs. Yeah, it doesn't give any other information. No. Artwork by Ben Mather. Unpasteurized and unfined. This is a fresh product and it should be experienced as such. Keep it cool and enjoy responsibly, of course. Yeah, very dry, slightly piffy. Obviously very citrus forward. Slightly earthy. Dried apricot. Like an orange jelly pulp type thing. Yeah, or sort of like a dry, almost like a dried grapefruit sort of thing as well. So let's go in for it. Cheers. Wow, it's got a very kind of almost like orange jam. It's very jammy, quite sweet. I mean, it's 20 IBUs. Very low for the ABV. I think that's what these New England styles are all about as well. Well, I think I kind of, they're very kind of sweet fruit kind of. I like West Coast IPAs, of course. They're like big rasping bitterness that you get, which I don't mind. I actually quite almost miss to a degree. But I like different sub styles of IPA, and this is now technically a style, and mega popular now in North America and UK and Europe, as a fact. It's got a very kind of tightly packed bubbled head. I'm swirling it around just to generate a little bit more. I just noticed that it's very, very kind of tightly packed. It's always like mousse, kind of creamy looking head. It's leaving a little bit of lace in there. Let's put the rest of this can in then. Back up to probably just over a finger of head now on this beer. Yeah. It's looking very dark, isn't it? I mean, that's near the light as well. Got that kind of look to it. There's no one watching still. There was someone and they cleared off. Why did you go? a great mouthfeel to the beer. Very smooth, very kind of almost delicate, which is surprising for the. Let me put this up. There we go. 8.2% and 20 IBUs. I forgot to put that on there, but you get the idea. It's a very easy drinking beer for that ABV. A dangerous beer, much like the last one they done, which was a triple IPA. That was 10%. Was it 10%? Yeah, 10%, 24 IBUs. This is an 8.2 double IPA, 20 IBUs. So, but yeah, this is very good. It's straight out the fridge. About it's probably around about 10 degrees now, so about 50 degrees Fahrenheit, that sort of caliber, I'm guessing. Very juicy, very fruity, kind of, again, fruit pastel-y, but not in a dry way. There is a little bit of kind of earthiness coming through. There's a little bit of pine. There's a little bit of, obviously, quite a bit of grapefruit, but very dry grapefruit. But it's still very juicy, even though that you're getting that kind of dried sort of orange, pithy kind of rind sort of vibe to the beer. It's still pretty potently juicy, if that makes sense. It's lingering a little bit on the palate, that kind of that orangey kind of ness, tropical fruit notes, a little bit of pineapple maybe. Yeah, passion fruit now is coming through. It's a very nice beer. Very nice beer. Maybe the hop, one of the hops they used, was it Vic Secret? See, I don't know much about Topaz, Ella hops. Well, I don't know much about hops, to be honest with you, but definitely getting that citrus. Vic Secret's giving it a little bit more of that kind of earthy dryness, I think. But it's not like detracting from the actual overall flavour and experience of the beer. Yeah, cracking stuff. Cracking stuff. Quite a bit of malt in this, but not in like, oh, it's a malty beer. It's not old or something like that. It's just that's the inkling. It gives you an idea of the ABV, I guess, because you're not really picking up fruit like a alcohol wise 8.2. It's more of a malt 8.2, if that makes sense, to get the beer to that kind of ABV. It's that kind of thing. But yeah, it's the upper end of a medium body, I'd say. It's probably lower, but just that malt gives it more of that body that you kind of want. But if to strip that part of it out, then I reckon it's kind of a medium body, straight down the middle sort of beer. In terms of a rating then on this one, and I haven't looked at Untapped on this one yet. I've got it on the screen, but I haven't looked. I put this around about, pardon me, I'm putting it at 4.25. I think it's a 4.25. So an 8.5 out of 10. Oh, pardon me, excuse me. Disgusting of me. Yeah, so we'll go to Untapped now then, and do a screen share here. So we'll do a screen share, do that, and do that. So there we go. Right, so it's had 2,421 total check-ins then. It's had 1,254 in the last 30 days. Incidentally, I purchased this beer at the Ravensgate Arms in Ramsgate. So it's had a total of 2,115 actual ratings then, coming up 4.12. So yeah, I'm giving this a 4.25. I think it's well worthy if you like this style and type of beer. it's worth picking up. It'll be around at the moment. It's pretty much gone into, as you can see on the screen, what I've already told you about the first two beers. So this middle section paragraph here was last year. Moving on up, which I actually got to try and I've done a review, had on draft last August at the brewery itself in Leeds, at the refectory, which was awesome. And then I decided to pick up a can in Leeds before I come home last year. So yeah, this is an 8.2 double dry hopped IPA packed with Vic Secret, Enigma, Citra, Ella, and Topaz. There you go. That's the information on this one. Obviously, quite a few people have had this. There's a couple of friends here. 3 friends there that I know. So yeah, excellent stuff. I stop sharing this. Get back to the main screen, and there's still no one watching. So I'm gonna head off out here. Let me know if I've had this one before. This is Dancing in the Mooblight. Let me just get this in focus so you can actually have a look at the can. Oh dear, professional. There we go. So Dancing in the Mooblight. It's a double dry hop, double IPA, 8.2% ABV, 440ml can. Let me know if I've had it before. If you're in the UK especially, I don't know if I think these guys ship abroad now, Northern Monk, so I don't know if it's to probably more Europe, I guess. But anyway, thanks for watching then. Leave your comments down below, and I'll see you in the next review. Cheers.